People love breaking stuff, but most times that's usually a bad thing. Today's build is all about breaking stuff, because we're going to be breaking ice. Unlike the different builds people have made for stasis, the one that I've made today, I barely shoot my gun, and even when I do, I just shoot at ice. Let's quickly go over the benefits of stasis. Slow stuns overloads, freeze stuns unstoppable, and if you can continuously freeze barriers as well, you can kill them as well. So, this is one of my first builds that's self-sufficient in high-level content as well, because I pretty much just like making content that's going to be fun for you to enjoy in general activities, where you can take this one into hard content and still be able to make stuff happen. And if you're wondering about DPS, Stasis Titans are really good for DPS as well. Let's break down the subclass to see what gives this build amazing ability regen. The Aspect Diamond Lance makes stasis crystals from stasis kills. This is basically the elemental pickup for stasis, except unlike the other ones in the game right now, not only can you throw these, you can also use them to melee enemies. The other Aspect Chiroclasm enables a longer and more powerful slide that shatters stasis crystals and frozen targets. With the fragments we're going to be using, fissures, shards, chains, torment, and refraction, we can throw a glacial grenade on a bunch of enemies. While we're close to that stasis grenade, chains gives us damage reduction. When you slide through the grenade, fissures makes the stasis shatter do more damage to the enemies that are close by. Whisper of Shards increases our grenade recharge rate for shattering the stasis crystals, and refraction gives class ability energy for defeating the slowed and frozen targets. So you could see here that there's just a bunch of synergy that's refreshing almost all our abilities for just breaking stasis. And while all of this is happening, the fragment Whisper of Torment gives grenade energy when you take damage. This combination is what allows our grenade and class ability charge super fast to allow us to use them infinitely. The two exotics I'm using for this build are the Horfrost Z and the Salvation's Grip. The reason I make these builds for you guys is to give you freedom to use more things, try new things in the game. So if you like Ager's Scepter or a Vegless Corv or any other stasis weapon, even a legendary one, feel free to use it. But like I said before, we don't plan on shooting that much with this build anyways. If you're doing harder content and it requires you to use specific weapons, just match your stasis weapon to whatever is going to be useful for you to be able to complete that content. The Horfrost exotic doesn't do much on its own. It turns your barricade into a stasis wall that slows and freezes nearby enemies when created. This wall also gives increased reload speed, range, and stability if you're standing behind it as opposed to just shattering through it. The exotic gives us more ice to shatter with the ability to slow, which stuns overloads if you need to. The Salvation's Grip does the same thing. The charge shot spawns stasis crystals. With this build, you make and then break. For stat distribution, there's no surprise here. We'll be using high recovery, discipline, and resilience. Resilience increases survivability and gives us a high charge rate on our barricades. Recovery allows us to heal faster, and discipline increases our grenade recharge rate so we get more glacial grenades. For our gauntlets, the most important mods are Grenade Kickstart and Bolstering Detonation. Bolstering Detonation allows our grenades give us class ability energy, and Grenade Kickstart allows us to get part of our grenade back as soon as we use it. The other two really important mods are Powerful Attraction and Reaper. Powerful Attraction allows us to pick up any nearby orb when we use our barricade. We're going to be doing that a lot with this build anyways, so you might as well take advantage of that. When you do use your class ability, that activates Reaper, which gives you an orb of power on your next weapon kill. The way the build works is simple. You have three ways of making ice: your grenade, your barricade, and your heavy weapon. You make ice and then you slide through it to break it. It's a loop that just keeps on giving. Whenever one sauce is down, just switch to the next one. Try to save your heavy as much as you can, because that's going to be the hardest one to get back. So enjoy. So yes, the video is done now, but before you leave, let's just take a moment for you to like the video and think of a comment as well. Hopefully it's not a bad comment, but even if it's a bad comment, that's fine. It'll help me, make better videos for you next time. So you're done. Perfect. So yeah, please, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, leave your comment, good or bad, or constructive, and subscribe if you're new here. See you guys in the next video. Peace.